Quick question. When you turn on your tap, do you ever wonder what else might be coming out with the water? Any surprises? Did you know that there are chemicals in everyday products we use that were designed to never break down, like ever? Because apparently someone looked at nature and said, you know what this needs? Permanence. Today on the Climate Voices podcast, we're talking about PFAS, also known as forever chemicals, and why this is one of the most widespread environmental health issues almost nobody wonders about. Here's a fun fact you probably didn't know about PFAS. PFAS aren't just one chemical. They are a whole family, thousands of them. Basically, the extended family reunion that nobody invited. They show up in everyday products like non-stick pans, waterproof jackets, stain-resistant carpets, and firefighting foam, which means when something is marketed as easy to clean, PFAS might be doing the heavy lifting. Another fun fact, also mildly concerning, is that PFAS were designed to resist heat, water, and oil, which is, great for the frying pan and less great for our bloodstream. Once PFAS gets into the environment or into you, they don't really live. They settle in like, yeah, we live here now. So let me ask you this. What happens when chemicals that don't break down get into the drinking water? The short answer is nothing good. PFAS spread easily through groundwater, build up over time, and accumulate in our bodies. Research links PFAS exposure to kidney and testicular cancers, thyroid disease, liver damage, weakened immune systems, and developmental harm and challenges in children. And here's a not so fun fact about PFAS. Nearly everyone has PFAS in their blood right now. Even people eat organic, drink filtered water and read ingredient labels like it's a thriller novel. Now, do you think everyone is exposed equally to PFAS? Of course not. We all face the threat, but there are communities near military bases, airports, industrial sites, landfills, and wastewater facilities that are hit first and hardest. Others are less likely to get early warnings or fast solutions. So, no, this isn't about personal choices. You can't shop your way out of contaminated groundwater. Here's another fun fact that you probably didn't know or didn't pay attention to. Climate change accelerates or worsens PFAS contamination. Flooding spreads PFAS through soil into rivers and drinking water. Drought concentrates PFAS in shrinking water supplies. Wildfires can release PFAS into the air from treated materials and ash. So if you're talking about climate change and ignoring the toxic chemicals, that's like fixing the roof while ignoring the fact that the water is poisoned. So let's do a reality check. For decades, PFAS were used with little oversight. When one chemical raised red flags, it was often replaced with another similar one. Same problem, new name, old strategy. Agencies like the United States Environmental Protection Agency are finally setting limits and standards. But hey, standards alone can't or don't clean water. And communities shouldn't need a chemistry degree or an environmental science degree like myself or even a lawsuit to get safe drinking water. There is a solution to remain grounded and to remain hopeful because, the good news, this problem is solvable. We can phase out PFAS or out of all the non-essential products. We can hold polluters accountable. A concept in my undergraduate studies we call the polluters pay principle. We can also invest in water testing, filtration, and infrastructure. And most importantly, we need to send that the communities already living with contamination. Clean water shouldn't depend on your zip code or your ability to fight back. So here's your final question. If we know these chemicals are harmful and we know how they spread, what exactly are we waiting for? Learn, what is in your water, support policies that phase out forever chemicals, and pay attention to who's being impacted and amplify their voices, because clean water isn't a luxury, it's a human right. And addressing PFAS is one of the clearest ways we can start acting like it. I'm Omesa Mokaya, and this is the Climate Voices podcast.